What's up, friends, subbies of Weekly Metal Reviews? I'm here to talk about a new album coming out here in 2012. Excuse me, called A War You Cannot Win by All That Remains. You know, All That Remains has grown to be a very popular, one of the most popular metalcore bands. I put them up there with like Killswitch Engage, Bullet for My Valentine, As They Die, etc. in popularity. Through albums that have been fantastic and albums that have just been mediocre. And I mean, I've enjoyed All That Remains for a really long time now. And in fact, if you've been following this channel since the beginning, their previous album, For We Are Many, was one of the first reviews we ever did on here. It's still up. Check that out. But we're here to talk about the new album, A War You Cannot Win, coming out November 6th if you're looking to pick it up. Let me start by saying this. This Darkened Heart's a fantastic album. I like that album by All That Remains. It's not my favorite, but it is damn good. It's raw, it's aggressive. But to me, you can't top the Fall of Ideals. That's one of the best metalcore albums of all time. If I was just stuck somewhere and I had just a couple metalcore albums to listen to for the rest of my life, I would put that in there. That album is near perfection when it comes to metalcore. And then, you know, Overcome, many people just said fuck All That Remains when that album came out. I actually enjoyed that album. I still play that album frequently. I like it. Yeah, they went into a more of a I want to say mainstream or radio rock kind of way. The song 2 Weeks just kind of blew them up and stuff. But I enjoy that album. It's got its good moments. And then For We Are Many came out, and I was just like, eh. You know, it's just some songs are just good, some just are mediocre. That album honestly has grown on me though, but it's still not the best All That Remains, you know. It's just kind of eh. I personally absolutely hate the song Hold On. I think it is fucking horse shit. That's just personal opinion. I know that's one of the most popular ones off of there. But anyways, if you've been kind of following my drift here, each album has gotten just a little bit worse. Maybe worse is a bad word, but I just haven't been into it as much. And I'm sorry to say that this album really continues that. A War You Cannot Win just it doesn't hit me where it should. It doesn't hit me hard. It doesn't blow me away at all. It's very sad because this is a good band, and if you thought For We Are Many was really taking All That Remains in a more of a radio rock kind of direction, then this album just is so much more. It's more radio rock, you know. Every song is like that except the song like Down Through the Ages, which is probably my favorite off of there. I think that's like the best song. And even that, I wasn't really that impressed by that song. That's kind of saying something. Yeah, this album has its aggressive moments. It has its screamed vocals. It has its, you know, crushing guitar and stuff. But it's just not there. Something's missing about this entire record. One thing that really bugged me about For We Are Many is the choruses. Some of the choruses are fantastic, and some of them that have grown on me. But I just felt like they built up to something, and then the chorus was like laid back. And the drums weren't pounding. The drums, you know, were laid back. They were really tame. And they are still like that on this album. When you listen to Overcome or The Fall of Ideals, the choruses are huge. They're grand. They're really in your face. Such as you know, This Calling. I know that's like their most popular song, but that's a really great example of a chorus that just bam, you know, or Not Alone, or Days Without off of Overcome. Like those choruses just really hit you. All of them do off those 2 albums, and just some on For We Are Many, but none on here. They're all laid back, and I can't stand that. Like, some of them are catchy, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, like, there should be more ass in this album. There's no fucking ass. This is just like a little skinny girl. It's supposed to be like a big fat black bitch. It's just a little skinny girl. It really bothers me. Phil Labonte, though, actually, let me just say this. The whole record really does sound good. Like, it's produced well. Everything just really is crystal clear in the production. But nothing has changed about this band's sound in the past 3 albums. I mean, if you put on For We Are Many, and then there's this album, like, there's no difference in the sound. It doesn't sound, one doesn't sound worse than the other, one doesn't sound better than the other. They're the same. It's the same production. If you like All That Remains new sound, you may dig this album. The new sound, I would say, on the past record. If you like the new direction that they were going on For We Are Many, you may like this album. Phil Labonte does sound good, though. I mean, he sounds like Phil Labonte always has. You know, the catchy, clean parts. I mean, yeah, I was talking how the choruses are really laid back, and I don't like that, but some of them are catchy. You know, the chorus of Down Through the Ages really gets stuck in your head. And, you know, screen vocals sound just like they always have. I like how he's shown a little bit of range and stuff in this, which is cool. I think Phil Labonte's screen vocals are some of the best out there when it comes to metalcore. Like, they really are unique to him and to All That Remains' sound, and that's one thing I like. The guitar, it's melodic, which is one thing that's good about All That Remains, one thing they do very well, and that's there on this album. But the riffs just... The only riff I found that I really, really dug was the riff on Down Through the Ages, the opening riff. Like, that's a catchy riff. That's a nice, strong riff. There's a couple ones that I was like, yeah, it's okay, but it's not like, bam, like you like their past works. Like, in the soloing's good. I mean, Ollie is a fantastic shredding guitarist, but I feel like his soloing's just kind of... This is flat out personal opinion, and some people may get mad at me for that, and that's whatever. This is my opinion, not yours, but I feel like his solos have just gotten really stale. Like, they're the same exact thing over and over and over again, I feel. And, I mean, he can shred and all that, but it's just like... There's nothing different about any of his solos. They're just all the same. They're just kind of stale. They're just kind of boring to me. And that is, like, what I just said is flat out personal opinion. If you disagree with me, awesome. Whatever. Stick to your opinion. That's just personal opinion. The drumming is good. I like All That Remains drummer. I just wish during the choruses they could have been more upbeat or something, you know. Other than that, I think the drummer has some really technical skill when it comes to the metalcore style of metal. Overall, though, this just really feels like something's missing in this album. It just doesn't have any... It has very little balls. It has like 3-inch balls instead of like a 12-inch cock. Some people may not like how I describe that, but it's completely true. It's just not... When I heard the song Stand Up, I completely lost interest in this album. I mean, I decided to review it and that, but I mean, I can't stand when All That Remains writes songs about, like, girls and all that shit, and it's just, I don't like it. I don't like when they go mainstream. And let's face it, they're never going to write another Fall of Ideals. Just like Metallica won't write another Master of Puppets, this band won't write another Fall of Ideals. Sad truth, but I mean, this album at times has its moments. At times it's very lackluster. There's so many songs on here that just they're not memorable to me because they all kind of blend together, if you ask me to. This album really blends poorly. If you disagree with me, awesome. Stick to your opinion. You're entitled to your own opinion. This is strictly all opinion, but A War You Cannot Win by All That Remains, to me, is just going to get about a 6.5 out of 10. I'm just not digging it. Maybe over time it'll grow on me, but I kind of doubt that. This just wasn't the best. Check it out though. Maybe you'll like it. That's awesome if you do. I mean, check out this band's past works if you're looking to get into this band, and if you haven't listened to him before. But check out A War You Cannot Win by All That Remains. Once again, I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. Thank you for subscribing. As always, we really appreciate all that. We got some cool shit coming up towards the end of the year. Lots of cool shows, some album reviews, of course, and little goodies here and there. So thank you all. Have a wonderful day. Weekly Metal Reviews. How?